Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay Gangsta Hippie, hitting up with the pickup slash collection video. And right now, this is the day of the NBA draft, so I'm wearing my Carmelo Anthony Swingman and my 1986 Reebok, Adidas Knicks draft hat. This was issued out like a few years ago. I'm feeling this was issued out in '01. Give you a quick look. I just like it's plain simple. Has New York, has Knicks script. You have the Jerry West logo and old school Adidas cotton hat, green underbrim, and I think the tagging it says draft cap anniversary. So I think this was made in '01, and it could be 15, no, 20, 25. Yeah, it'd be a 25-year anniversary hat. I just really think this is like a really cool logo. So, hey, draft night. Zero idea what's going on. It's hard to follow the draft since everyone's like one and done. You can't follow, a guy like Ewan for a few years, and then these draft classes really wear down. The only draft I can really get into will be like the NFL draft, where you can watch college football and you could scout these guys for a few years before they decide to head on to greener pastures and play professional sports. But this video is not about that. It's about a recent pickup I got, which completes a collection for me. And this collection is Yankees World Series hats. I know if you go on MLB.com, you'll find World Series hat with a patch for every year the World Series has pretty much been in existence, but that's not the case. Most of those things are fashion hats. Back in the day, there was no World Series patch. If I'm not mistaken, I think the only World Series patches came to be around 95, early 90s. That's when they started officially getting produced. And I got 3 hats. 2 of them I needed to complete my collection. One of them's going to be for sale, but without much further ado, jump into it. And this is actually chronologically the first hat and one of the last ones I got. And you have Yankee logo, and it's the 1996 Yankees World Series hat. Really good condition too. This seller was really awesome. These hats were mostly for display, and you could see like fairly white brim. And this is one of the cool things about this hat. You look, gray under. You look at the tagging, it's vastly, fairly different from all the other new era ones. You have like kind of this old school tagging of like, kind of the new era logo type hat. Get that from 950 Diamond Collection, and I just like kind of like this is like kind of flat size, 7 3/8, made in USA. So that's really cool. And like the inside, it's like fairly simple. I think like the brim looks like fairly good and just plain. Not much going on here. Nothing written all up on here. And plus, he also kept his patches relatively like not bent. And also, we have the 98 one. This is also the one I got from him. So you can see the patch is ridiculously good. The under, still that. A little more yellow, but fairly good. And you can see the difference in the tagging. Still got this, and you can see like the dawn of all the new era advertisement here. This I'm going to definitely wear during the summer, because I think the Yankees played Padres. So even though wool summer don't mix, have to rock it for that series. And here's another one. If you really like the 98 hat, feel free to shoot me an offer. I'll definitely send his because it's better quality, and I've been wearing this a lot more, so definitely gonna try to start selling some of my hats. This is a 99. This is probably my favorite logo. It's big, it pops, Just look how big that logo is. 7/3/8, same kind of tagging as the 98 one, and same thing here with the advertisements. Hat I made use out of this season, as well as historically all the seasons, is the 2000 World Series hat. I'm a Yankee fan from Queens. Gotta love rubbing it in to the Met fans. And I think this is the first time we said goodbye to the Diamond Era tag, 7 1/2, but I can totally fit. And yeah, have this patch, 2000. Now getting to one of two. This is actually one of my part of the lot that I picked up. This is the 2001 Yankee World Series hat. Fantastic World Series, bad ending for my Yankees, but 01 being in NYC, that series, that postseason meant a lot to the city. So yeah, great condition, really cool logo too. I think this is among one of the better ones. Would have thought that I didn't really do research beforehand on what they looked like, but I would have thought that the 01 logo would have been some sort of incorporating of the American flag. But yeah, nothing crazy. Yeah, great condition, and nothing crazy with the tags. And this is actually the first. This is my first Yankee Noir hat. Not literally the first time I bought, but the first style. And I rebought this recently on eBay because people have a lot of these. This is the 2003 Yankee World Series hat. Once again, another Yankee World Series loss, but that was like coming of age, and this was the first style hat. I think it was 7/1/8 back then. Now I'm more of 7/3/8. That was like 6th, 7th grade during the World Series. So I just love the baby blue and like the yellow kind of thing, and just love like this MLB logo. Oh well. Yeah, that. Definitely like kind of seeing how they develop. I think 96 one's so cool with that. And finally, the most recent one that I got on eBay. We got the first Holly, and only made in China one. It's the 09 Yankee World Series hat. I could have had this when it came out, but I didn't buy it, and I'm kind of glad I did. Now I have more hats. I know how to take care of them more. Back then I'd like rock the same one every day, and I'd rotate them. And I just love the double patch with the inaugural season. Just so cool. Love the back patch. Very unique for a Yankee hat. So, black under. That wraps it up. But I did kind of want to like give a shout out to Jersey Kicks and Lids, and just all the Facebook groups, and kind of do. I think I'm gonna do a mini I guess my own version of what the HTF, Chef Hometown Fitted, but I do kind of have a little rant about my Yankees and some hats recently. I love Yankee hats. I love reason for having them, but I think 2 times recently they've had stupid reasons to issue new hats. But that about wraps it up. I got a lot more pickups. I'm just kind of thinking of ideas. Otherwise, I would have been like rocking like a 25-minute video. But definitely have a lot of some cool things on the way. This is a collection / pickup vid, and I'm about to send you off. And just a heads up, I'm a big reader, reading a lot of stuff about history, politics. That's my niche. In case you can see, like right over my shoulder, a lot of political stuff. I'm a political history nerd. Want to teach history. I just graduated in May, so definitely trying to keep myself busy while looking for jobs. But great book, Whatever Happened to the Hall of Fame, by Bill James. Highly recommended. Even though it's like handwritten in '94, kind of a little bit outdated, it still kind of gives you some cool autobiographical stuff about the history of baseball, history of the Hall of Fame, what's up with that. It's just a really interesting read. Bill James is like the founding father of sabermetrics. Without him, this game, there's no Moneyball without him. So that about wraps it up. Hope your team grabs the steal of the NBA draft. I'm certainly As a Knicks fan, I really don't know much, so I'm just hoping we grab a kid of someone who's great. I'm kind of banking on a Glenn Rice, because he played with my boy Mon Shumpert, who I sadly booed 2 years ago. That was a mistake. Though, if you'd like to look at win shares, Kenneth Faried is better, but the way, the Knicks style, I'm glad that they picked up Mon. So, that about wraps it up. Jay Yanks the hippie. Peace.